Okay, shall we go for 3 in one night? Why not? Okay. The last little thing I wanted to share has somewhat to do with the fact that a lot of you and I as well are sensitive. Some might even say psychic. Everybody experiences telepathy all day long. We just don't know it. And we haven't been trained to look at it. It hasn't been pointed out to us. And we know ourselves so little, so poorly, that we don't recognize the frequency of our own thoughts and feelings as opposed to someone else's, so we don't see the contrast there. And if you're just bebopping along in mind, you know, you might notice it, you might not. But I'm calling you into heart now to say a few things. One of them is that in the last couple of videos, you might have noticed that my energy is somewhat down. Excuse me. And, well, that's the case. It's not a bad thing. It's just that I tend to push the envelope, and with the body that I wear here, I often get myself a little under the weather from detoxing. You know, there's various things that I do. I'm working with my diet, trying to make it more and more live foods and that kind of thing, different supplements, different, you know, I've talked to you over time about the various things that I do. So I wanted to say that. And then even if I didn't do a tootin' thing along those lines, still, sometimes when you get to feeling kind of under the weather, you might even think that you've picked up something or another. Don't be so quick to assume that. Let's divorce ourselves from the past and stay more in the now as much as we can, because I've noted a lot of things that I take to be symptoms, if you will, of frequencies rising. It churns things up. It brings things up. Just like that sunbeam entering the room will highlight all the little dust motes that they were there all along, you know, but you didn't see them. And so it brings them, it brings you face to face with them, and kind of like makes you deal with them, to face the reality and recognize, oh, that's what's there. My atmosphere isn't as clean as I thought it was, you know. And we're rising, we're becoming more and more one with light, rising into light. And so we have this kind of activity going on that's going to highlight more and more of the dark things in our own energy force field, in our aura, the things impinging on our frequency. It just brings these things to the surface. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not saying I know anything here. This is just sharing some of my own observations. And there's one more thing I want to share with you, and that's this. I feel a certain weight now when I haven't put out a video, and it's moving later on in the day, and I feel people looking for that. And so I want to make a request that you tack on a little blessing when you're doing that looking, and send it my way. It'll help. Okay? Thanks. Good day.